On the agenda tonight, we're going to be talking about how copyright law has affected my channel. Hello, Phil here from Wings of Pegasus and welcome to another video. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It's going to be a little bit different for tonight because we're going to be talking about copyright. And I know that long-time viewers will know that over the last maybe 3 to 5 years, there have been 2 or 3 videos about copyright and copyright strikes, all that kind of stuff, and videos that I've uploaded that then have been blocked. And the reason that I'm going to be talking about it in this video is because I do receive emails from people asking about copyright and how they work on YouTube, and also if they're starting a YouTube channel, what they should look out for, what they can do and what they can't do. And I think a lot of people who watch YouTube channels don't really understand how it works, and especially considering that I've got quite a popular channel and I get a lot of comments and sometimes some trolls, and it's evident to me that even the trolls who are commenting don't understand copyright law. So first of all, I am going to address the typical kind of comment that I might get from a troll every now and again. It doesn't happen regularly, thankfully, but the trolls that don't understand copyright law, they'll say something like, "How can you sleep at night? How dare you make money off the back of other artists and other musicians?" And you can't make money off the back of other musicians or other artists on YouTube because your videos get copyright claimed. So whenever you feature anything on your channel on YouTube that you don't own, i.e. somebody else's song that they own the copyright to, or a record label owns the copyright to it, as soon as you publish that on your channel, it will get claimed. So let me explain what the terms all mean and what happens when you upload a video to YouTube. It goes through the uploading process, then it goes through a checking process where YouTube is checking your video for any copyright audio or video, and if it finds any, it will then do something with your video. And what it does depends on the agreement that the copyright owner has with YouTube as to how to deal with somebody uploading their copyright material. So on screen, you can see what my last 3 uploads that have happened on YouTube, and I'm just going to zoom in so you can see a bit more clearly. The relevant section is here, and this is the monetization. So when I've uploaded the video, this is what I'm shown instantly, is that I'm not going to make any money from this, and I can kind of look down the list and it's just going to be the same thing. So this agreement means that if anything gets uploaded that I don't own, it's going to be copyright claimed if the copyright owner has said, yes, they can upload my song, but I'm taking all of the ad revenue. So that's what this means, that, you know, the owners of the song that I'm analyzing is taking all of the ad revenue for the video. So it means that I don't earn anything, but at least I can upload my video and people can watch it. Now over here, you'll see that it says visibility partially blocked. And that's something that's happening currently in Russia, or a lot of companies are blocking their music or their videos being watched in Russia. And that's what this is all about. So if that weren't going on, it would just be public like the other videos. But that's the first option. You can upload it, but it's going to get copyright claimed, and that's what happens the majority of the time, and it's just something that you accept. So we've explained what ineligible means. You can upload your video, but you're not going to make any money from it. So the second thing that can happen is if you upload a video and the copyright owner has agreed to share ad revenue, then you will get some ad revenue. It doesn't happen regularly, but occasionally there might be a copyright owner who has agreed to this with YouTube because of the exposure that they might gain from large channels uploading their videos, and therefore them making more sales on that particular song or album, whatever the person might be looking at. But again, it's got to be fair use. They've got to be doing something with it in order to be able to upload it in the first place. So if you upload a video and it has no copyright audio or video in it, you will see this, which means you will get the ad revenue for your video. So this video of mine, for example, is going to be one of the rare ones where I will see this because this is my video. I'm not putting anybody else's song on here. It's not an analysis video like I normally do. So it would be great if millions of people view it. That would be nice. So now the last thing that might happen is your video will get blocked, which means that you've uploaded it, you've spent all of your time recording it, editing it, you upload it, and it gets blocked, which means nobody's going to see it. So this means that the copyright owner has an agreement with YouTube to block any use of their song or video from a particular performance. And again, this can happen quite regularly, which means you either just have to deal with it, or you can re-edit your video to take out the elements in there that might have been the song or the video that you were talking about. And I've done that in the past, just at least for you guys to be able to see the analysis of the artist that was requested, because each of my videos is requested, so somebody's wanting to see an analysis of it. So I do just take it out because the person that's requested it already knows the performance. So it kind of works out okay that way. So the last thing that can happen, and the worst thing that can happen when you upload a video to YouTube after it's gone through its checking process, is that you are instantly issued a copyright strike. As I said earlier, if you get 3 strikes, your channel is deleted. And long-time viewers will know that I received a strike from Studio Hamburg from a Rory Gallagher video that we looked at, and that was just issued without them even watching my video. So unfortunately, it meant that fair use wasn't even in the discussion, which by law, what I was doing was fair use. So anyway, this is another thing to be aware of, is that some copyright owners do this. They brandish a copyright strike regardless of how you've used the copyright material and how within the law it may be. So that's something just to keep an eye on when you are uploading videos. If you are issued a strike, then you can get it reversed, as I did, and I was very lucky that then Studio Hamburg gave me access to their full library to then feature on the channel, because they saw what I did. But it's because they weren't looking at where the strikes are being handed out just for any of their video footage from their TV show that was being uploaded to YouTube. So an important thing to mention here is that a copyright strike is really serious, and it doesn't happen very often if you are wary of what you're doing and you know the law and what you're doing is fair use. But then secondly, it's not a copyright claim. A claim is just somebody taking the ad revenue, but you can still upload your video. As much as you think what you're doing is fair use, and you might know it's fair use, as I do, the copyright claim means that the artist or the copyright owner is taking that ad revenue. And I don't have too much of a problem with that. I mean, it would be great to get paid for the work that I put into each video and, the research, all those kinds of things, the hours that I spend editing as well. But I'm also a musician, so I can appreciate that owning the copyright, as I do with my music through a publishing company, and they take care of everything for me. I can see it from the artistic point of view that if somebody's, created a song, written a song and performed a song, and somebody else wants to look at it, then they should receive royalties for that. So I know that some people will be saying, what about fair use or fair dealings, as it's referred to here in the UK? And they're very similar laws which provide an exception in order to use copyright material. And this is, ironically, what I do on my channel. It's fair use because it has to be something that's transformative, i.e. you are changing the way that somebody perceives what you are talking about. So not just uploading a song, but explaining things about the song or about a performance or about somebody's voice, or transforming what you're hearing into something different visually. So my videos are fair use, and they're pretty much the definition of fair use, but YouTube cannot decide what is fair use and what isn't. That's determined by a court and a judge. So even though everything that I upload is fair use, it's all copyright claimed anyway. And if you are going to dispute a claim, it takes 30 days to go through, and you might, if the owner decides they want to give you a copyright strike, then they can do. And strikes are important, because if you get 3 strikes, your channel is deleted. So it means either dispute knowing that what you're doing is fair use, but again, the copyright owner can just decide to give you a strike. They don't need to be given permission to do that. It's up to them. So if you did dispute 3 claims, for example, and they happen to be from a copyright owner that doesn't want you to have a channel, then your channel will be deleted. So that is the danger in disputing copyright claims, even though you know what you're doing is fair use. Now, what I see on YouTube all the time is this kind of thing, and I've gone to a video that's an Elvis Presley performance, and the performance is just the performance. There's no additions to the performance, nobody over the top talking or doing anything like that. It's literally the performance from the beginning to the end. It's 2 minutes and 9 seconds in length, and it's all just Elvis performing a song. Underneath the video, they have written in their description, copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing non-profit educational or personal use tips the balance in favour of fair use. But ironically, this is proving that what they're doing is not fair use, because it's only the performance. So if we were to go through what they've literally put underneath their video, you'd say, right, well, where's the criticism of this performance? There isn't any. Where's the comment of this performance, or on this performance? There isn't any. Where's the news reporting? This isn't news because it happened in 1972. Where's the teaching? There's no teaching. We're not learning anything by watching it. Where's the scholarship? Again, same thing as teaching or education. It's not there. What about research? Where's the research that's being pointed out about this performance? There isn't any. So by all of the exceptions to the law, calling it fair use, they've actually proved the fact that what they're doing isn't fair use, just uploading somebody else's song and performance and just allowing it to be on their channel. So the reason that this has stayed on YouTube is because it was most likely the first upload of this particular performance, which means it's had millions of views. So therefore, it's making money for the copyright owner of the song. But if you upload something and you don't own the copyright to it, and you're not doing all of these things, it won't be fair use. And this video, like I said, ironically isn't doing any of all of these things. And I know that you guys watching my channel will know that I do a lot of these things. And with reaction channels, they are commenting on it. And I know that commentating is something that can be seen as or classed as fair use. Now it starts to get a bit blurred as to whether channels are using songs and artists, looking at them, and whether they're genuinely commentating or just saying how they feel. You'll never watch a sports event with a commentator who's just telling you how he feels about it, saying, oh, I love this team and I love the way that they're playing. I really like this striker. He's my favourite. I don't like that midfielder. They don't say that. They give relevant points about what they're looking at to help educate the viewers who don't know anything about the sport. So yeah, that is all, again, a grey area when we're talking about fair use. But this is the reason why I say that my patrons are the foundation of everything that I do, because they're the people that are supporting me and the channel and allowing me to do these videos. So the fact that the videos get copyright claimed doesn't make too much of a difference because I've got the support over on Patreon. So thank you guys for all of your support. And if you want to get involved yourselves and support me and the channel and the future videos, then you can head over to patreon.com/Wings of Pegasus. But thank you guys for watching this video. I hope that it's made it a little bit clearer as to what you can and can't do on YouTube. And some people might just want to know this information. If you are starting a channel and you know that you're going to be uploading material that you don't own, you've just got to make sure that what you're doing with that is transformative. It is fair use. You are adding something to what you are looking at, you know, with all of those things that I mentioned before about, you know, education and teaching, commentary, all of those kinds of things. You want to be following those guidelines. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it and that maybe you learned something about copyright law and what you can and can't do on YouTube. If you did enjoy this video or learn anything, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys at the next analysis video. Rock!